So something I don't think it's talked about a lot in putting is the vertical sweet spot of a putter. I see this quite a lot where golfers miss that sweet spot. So a lot of golfers probably understand there's a horizontal sweet spot. So you've got the toe of a putter, you've got the heel of a putter, and we know we want to hit the middle of that, but there is also the vertical sweet spot to take into consideration. Something a lot of golfers miss. The strike wouldn't feel very good when you do, but sometimes people maybe just aren't aware of that or not thinking about it. But typically, I see it quite often with really forward ball positions, but also when putters are really steered and manipulated, like in this case, because this golfer doesn't have a forward ball position. The camera angle's not perfect there, but his ball position was actually like okay. So what you'll see is when the putter goes back, he takes it back very high, and then when it comes in, it's very high off the ground. I'll show you here. So look at this. So it starts on the ground, putter goes back, he lifts it. Most people actually get into problem with this because they keep it too low going back. He was the other way. He really picked it up. So then when the putter comes back to the ball, it tends to be very high, and it will feel like it's like thinning a putt essentially. So the ball roll can sometimes be okay. The dynamic loft of the putter is almost around, but look at that. It really just, he's like hitting the top half of the golf ball with like the bottom half of the putter face, if you like. So it's a thinned putt. And you know, the roll can sometimes look okay with it as well if you look at it on this camera angle side on. So I would experiment with it. Try and, you know, check your ball position isn't way forward of your front foot. But people do this with back ball positions as well because they end up trying to almost dig the putter out. Ideally, in a perfect world, you've got a good setup and you've got a good solid stroke that you're not manipulating the putter too much. I don't want golfers to intentionally try and hit down on a putt because they do this, or intentionally hit up on a putt because they hit down on it. Really matters a lot, in my opinion, to get a good setup, solid setup, good consistent ball position, good grip, and just, you don't really ideally want to be thinking about this stuff at all, but it's something to look at. This was a putt that's about 30 foot long, and the player left the putt about 7 foot short. Now, I'm not saying it was all because of this thin, poor contact, but I bet it would be part of the reason. So be aware, especially on these longer putts where it can really affect you because you're not going to get the same distance on the ball as you'd expect. And you might blame it on the wrong thing and think, oh, I'm not taking a long enough backswing, or I'm not taking a fast enough backswing. Could just be that your contact's poor. So be aware of your contact. You've got heel to toe, but you've also got low in the face. High in the face is very rarely a problem, and actually you can get away with higher on the face and still get decent contact. Low in the face is the one you need to look after on the vertical side of things. Okay? So good luck, and let me know any questions. Thanks for watching.